Alright guys, here we go with another coaching vid. I hope everyone had a great New Year's and Christmas. I know I did, and now I'm gonna make good on my New Year's. And as you can see, I'm communicating with my team, but this will be a coaching vid. But let's pause it right here for a second and look at the team comp. So this is a pretty good team comp. I like it a lot. We got Roadhog. The only thing I think happens later on is the Roadhog switches to a McCree. So even with that, it's still a pretty good team. Comp Reinhardt and Diva, my favorite pair of tanks. And then you got Hanzo and McCree for damage, which both of them can do pretty solid damage. And then you got Zen and Lucio for heals. So not a bad team comp. All right, let's play it. All right, so the team was communicating, which was really good. All right, so one thing I need to mention is that I am a gold player. I've been stuck in the high golds, and which is why I started this series. I've been trying to find some way to review my tapes and see if I can, find the mistakes I make to help me get to platinum at the very least, and then hopefully on to the higher levels. So let's start with Zen, who is my most used hero. You could say he's my main. He's definitely my main support. So one thing I need to do, which I already knew, was keep track of ultimates, which it's hard to do that when you're in the battlefield, but it's something you gotta try at least. Okay, so Okay, so I shouldn't be too far in the front. They got a Genji, they got a Reaper. I'm not calling out my Discords yet. I need to be further back than this. I should not be in the front line. My positioning is kind of bad. And we just lost our McCree, even though I took out their Reinhardt. So I shouldn't be in the front lines, especially when they have when we have a shield tank. There's the case in point there. I easily get killed by Roadhog.
Okay, maybe not. Y'all can push.
But the team starts picking people off, and I'm telling them to push. We at least get one tick on the point.
One tick, two tick. No, not two
but I'm not able to provide any help because I threw my life away, not being in the right position.
Did kill somebody? Oh, man. Okay, we got 2 ticks at least.
I need to call out my Discords.
Get down, 1 hit.
Alright, so we are able to... We're able to take the point. Lucio was able to provide some pretty good healing there. Props to him for that. We probably would not have made it through there if it hadn't have been for Lucio, but, there are things I gotta do better. I still gotta... I am okay on the on charging ultimate fire when I should, but no way should I be in front of our Reinhardt.
Here comes Reaper. He's on Discord.
Alright, so now I'm starting to call out my Discord. I end up saving Hanzo there. Okay, so as a support, I should probably stay on the payload, especially now that our Reinhardt went off position there. So it's going to take a while for him to catch up. I get slept by Anna. But right here, Reinhardt uses Earth Shatter. I have to use Trans to not only save our teammates who did go down, but also, stop him from pinning somebody. But Reinhardt gets nano boosted. Good play on Anna's part to wait for the Trans to wear off.
I think both healers are down.
But so far we are pushing through just fine. Okay, so I need to keep track of ultimates. What have they used? They've used Nano Boost. They've used Earth Shatter. Who did they have? They have Moira, Zarya, and McCree. Those guys have to have their ults by now. There's no way they don't.
That Moira's... Oh, okay, good job. I hear a McCree.
So I should be very careful on where I position myself here. Diva doing a good job moving the payload. And I, again, should be in better position than this, especially with that Zarya likely to have her ult by now. Okay, so they have a Mercy. And there's another Earth Shatter. There's the case in point of being in right position. Thankfully, our team was there to clean up the mess.
Roadhog up ahead. Junkrat on payload.
Okay, so now they got a Junkrat, so I got to keep distance away from him. Good job by Lucio.
Moira right side. Moira on Discord.
Nice sound barrier by Lucio, and we do end up pushing. We don't even see it grab, but she probably had opportunities to use it and just didn't. All right, so that's an okay round. There were quite a few mistakes of mine that I should have done better with. I definitely need to keep track of ultimates better, and I definitely should be in better position in most cases than not. Okay, so round 2, I believe we get a pretty different team comp here. We get a Mei, a Soldier, and a Risa for a tank, but we still have D.Va, we still have Zen, we still have Lucio. And I like Zen and Lucio a lot. Both their ults can protect against enemy ultimates. And this Lucio on our team was pretty good, so it helps to have supports like that, which is why, you know, you can't just throw your lives away, which I've done a couple times in this match in the last round. So again, all about positioning for me.
Always nice to be flexible, though.
At least in this game when it comes to, you know, making the right decisions.
Mind if I got
Okay,
like
so we've
4
got
skins.
pretty much everything covered. If they have a Pharah, we have a Soldier, and we have me to deal with her. We also have a D.Va for her. And we pretty much have a lot of heroes covered, so again, a pretty good team comp. That's just good team picking.
They got a Pharah.
And there is a Pharah, but she goes down easily. So they did pick a Pharah. They are trying to emphasize. So they got a Zarya, a Reinhardt. I need to stay back. I can't move up there. That's bad positioning again on my part. Okay, I need to back up, especially with a Junkrat there. I cannot stay there with a Junkrat. Oh, no. Yeah. That's 100% my fault. And if we lose this point, most if not all, that is my fault too. That was just bad positioning, and I gave Junkrat some pretty good ult charge. If you ever wonder how Junkrat gets his ult quickly, there's how right there. So again, just need to be in better position. But luckily our team is holding out pretty well. Lucio doing really good on heals, but we do lose our Soldier there. We do pick off a tank though, so it's still anybody's fight. Mei takes out both tanks. So we got a Genji to deal with, and looks like we're gonna have a win here. They use trans. Genji tries escaping. He goes down, but okay, so they've used trans. Our D.Va does not have her mech, so we're kind of at a disadvantage for this next fight. Okay, so I need to back up because this Reinhardt is probably going to have his ult at least. And Zarya might have hers as well, or she's going to be very close to having it. Okay, so this is the position I like, and I end up picking off their Reinhardt even. And there's the grab, so I got to use trans. Okay, so nano boosted Genji. My trans is able to take out a lot of that. Alright, so that was a pretty good trans. I couldn't have used trans any better than that, but we do lose 3 to Dragon Blade and Riptire. However, hopefully those guys will return, but it's up to me to help support, and that's not a good idea charging into them like that. We know they're going to go for me. I'm like the only support, and they do end up taking it. Just as our other team comes in. And it looks like we're going to lose this point. We've lost both supports and a DPS.
Where's May? We need that cryo freeze if she can launch it.
Okay, so I'm telling May to use her cryo freeze, but on second thought, she should have held on to it. I don't remember if she used it or not, but I think she did. Yeah, she did use her cryo freeze, which it would have been better had she held on to it, but I kind of told her we needed it, so I can't really blame her. Yeah, but it looks like this point is lost. I need to back up, and I don't do that. So, yeah, when a fight's lost, I need to back up. And again, I give this Junkrat good ult charge.
Guys, that's just giving him ult charge.
And I mentioned to the team, just give him the point. We're just giving him ult charge at this point, but I'm one to talk because I just gave that Junkrat ult charge. He's probably close to getting another Riptire. Okay, so what ults are we going to have? And what ults are they going to have? They're probably close to getting most, if not all of them soon. They're definitely going to have a Riptire soon at the very least. Where is this Reinhardt's Earth Shatter? So that's the real question. I don't think I've heard him use it yet. Okay, so there's Coalescence, and there's the Earth Shatter. I think he used it there.
No shield for Reinhardt.
But thankfully our May was there, and I was behind a shield anyway, so I wasn't going to go down. Would this be an okay for trans? Nah, D.Va had self-destruct, so... Okay, so now there's the other Riptire, so now I have to use trans. He still ends up getting our soldier, though. And Genji ends up, you know, using his ult after trans wears off, which was smart on his part, and he does take down Lucio, so we are way short on heals. I need to be careful with this Junkrat, and I need to back up. I'm losing, yep. So yeah, I got tunnel vision there, which is what you shouldn't do as a support hero. I was only focused on that Junkrat, which that's kind of what costed my life. Instead of trying to kill him, I should have just backed up.
Yeah, we gotta group up. Hold on, guys. Wait, May, Orisa. Don't go in outnumbered.
Okay, so we're trying to regroup here. Okay, so what ults are they going to have? They're probably going to have Grav, or is there still a Zarya? Okay, so that time I do a better job knowing my surroundings. There's the Coalescence again. We just got to be careful with the Graviton. Zarya's got to have it any time now. Alright, so punish that Reinhardt. Genji tries helping. But Genji, I believe, gets booped off.
Or he got booped off.
Need to call out my discords. I shouldn't be in this position. I need to be behind that shield. Okay, so Junkrat goes in the building. I go chasing after him. I should not be in there with a Junkrat. That Junkrat can easily kill me in there.
Guys, there's a Junkrat right there. Be careful.
Okay, so there's the Grav, but our Lucio has it covered with his sound barrier, so good job on his part. And yeah, it's just clean. It's just clean up at this point, and looks like we're going to have this match in the bag.
Good job.
Okay, so yeah, when it all comes down to it, especially in this game, positioning, ult tracking, and, you know, just a bunch of other minor fixes, but, you know, just keep, again, if you guys have some ideas or tips you can give me, I'd appreciate it. Or if there was something in this match I didn't see, be sure to point it out, and I would appreciate it. But anyway, guys, we're going to pause it right here. Okay, so it all comes down to positioning for me. You know, I shouldn't be in the front line, especially as a support hero. And I got to track ultimates better and just be in the right position. So that's what it comes down to. At least that's what I think it comes down to. But again, if you guys have other ideas or other things I should work on, be sure to leave it in the comments. I would appreciate all the help I can get. So that being said, guys, I hope to see you in the next coaching vid. This is Carnage X Viper, and I will see you later.